guys, it has been a minute since we had a YouTube vid, so you might have thought this channel was extinct, and it pretty much was, but we're bringing it back, and we'll talk all about that later. But for now, I just got back with groceries, and grocery hauls are my fave, so I figured let's kick things off with a bang and do a little bit of a grocery haul. Also, I look disgusting, I get that. I also sound kind of icky. I've been sick all week, and this is the first day all week that I've had literally any energy to go get groceries. So we have been like having slim pickings like all week because we were out of town last weekend, and just I was sick. Jordan's been working really long days, so fridge was bare, but I was like home for a few days sick, and then I just have had no energy, but I had enough to get to the store after work, and that's about it for today. My throat is still trying to play catch up, and I'm just feeling very froggy and icky still, but we're here and we have groceries, which is one of my faves. So figured we can just run through groceries for the week. I also have like, makeup on, so this is the greatest way to make a good impression, right? Just looking icky and sounding icky, but that's fine. Here we are. We are here, and Luna is also here. She is, anytime I talk to the camera, she just comes over and she's like freaking out, like something big is like happening that she needs to be a part of, which I guess so. It's YouTube. I love YouTube. It is big. So let's just go through the groceries. I went to Aldi for the first time in a while, actually. Even before our wedding, like the past 2 weeks, I've been going to Pick and Save a bit more, but that means I get my green juice again. I freaking love this juice. It's their Green Goodness Juice Smoothie. I love having it with my breakfast in the morning. It tastes so good. There's no added sugars, which is what I love. It's literally just all sweet from the fruits and veg that they use. She is really just kicking it up down here. Okay, and then also I got for breakfast, I'm really trying to improve my protein a little bit. So I got some smoked salmon to have with my breakfast, along with this cheddar cheese. It has Parmesan notes. I've been really loving a little cheese fruit combo for breakfast in the morning, inspired by our Portugal breakfasts that we had on our trip recently. So I've just actually been really loving that. So I thought that would be good with the juice, the salmon, some fruit. It'll be tasty. Okay, and then for lunches, I'm packing my lunches pretty much every day. So I got one of these for every day of the week for next week. I love these Greek yogurt kind of shakes. They're delish. They have a little bit of added sugar, but can't win all of them, but they're easy, they're delish. I really like them. And then I also got for lunches, I'm bringing back my taco bowls that I used to make all the time, like literally all the time in college. So I got some ground beef, and then I got some taco seasoning, and then some cheese with some spinach is kind of the base, some cilantro. I love cilantro with all my heart, and then some tomatoes as well, and sour cream, because sour cream is the best, and if you hate it, you're just wrong. I love sour cream. And then, oh yeah, also tortilla chips that get kind of crumbled on it. So I have not had one of these bowls literally in years, but I used to eat them weekly. I also used to make like taco meat all the time because I would eat it on nachos a lot. Like I used to eat nachos all the freaking time for lunches, for dinners, like, and I think that was also stemming from my roommates in college. Like we all were psychos for nachos. Like our microwave, which you might be like, oh, microwave nachos, don't knock it till you try it. Our microwave was running like every night with a plate or multiple plates of chips and cheese nachos that were happening. Like the obsession was real, and I'm bringing it back. So I also have the chips and cheese and all of this for nachos. Yeah. I love you so much. Luna and I were separated for about 5 weeks up until last Thursday, so a week ago. So she's feeling particularly clingy these days. Now you might be like, Abby, why did you leave her for 5 weeks? What a negligent dog mom. Well, a couple reasons. We were going to Portugal and I didn't want to kennel her, so I wanted my parents to watch her, and there wasn't a great weekend for us to kind of meet in the middle, so that was part of it. But also, the past 2 years since we've moved, I've liked giving my parents at least like a month with Luna. Since I took her away from them after we lived with them while I was in grad school, they got to be with her every day, so I like to grant them that time with her as well. So that's honestly a big part of it, because yes, we could have probably made it work to drive and meet in the middle, but giving them time with her, giving them a month with her, that is really kind of the bigger reason there. So she got to spend a lot of time with her Gigi and Poppy and her new cousin Millie. My sister got a puppy, so Luna got to train the puppy while she was there too, which was fun, and she got to spend time with her other cousin Weiss. So a lot of dog time for her, but she's just between my legs right now, like trying to get pet. So we're gonna see how the rest of this goes. But then I also got some salmon. I love salmon that I'm gonna make at some point, maybe this weekend, with some zucchini. Also love zucchini. And then I do have to make a stop to the grocery store down the road to get some like couscous, some dill, some things that they just didn't have at Aldi. So couscous will go with that meal, and some dill on it. I'm a slut for dill. Jordan like almost gagged on how much dill I put on our cucumber tomato feta salads the other day, but I just love it. And then I also got these kind of wild cherry tomatoes to make like a fresh pasta dish. Figured I could also throw in some spinach to that as well, and some chicken for that too. I was like, where's my protein? Some chicken for that meal as well. And then I got peaches. We're on a big peach kick right now. I eat peaches like every day. I have like at least 1 peach a day. So peaches for sure. That's been my morning staple. And then I also got avocados to either have as part of my taco salad, which that'll probably happen during my lunches, or if I'm feeling a little crazy and want to just have a little avocado on the side with my breakfast, I can have that too. And then I also got some brie. I want to make an artisan loaf this weekend. I haven't done one in a long time. I just thought it would be nice. Just like a regular Dutch oven loaf, and then some melty brie to dip the bread in. Thought it would be good. And then I had to restock up on my dark chocolate chunks and my chocolate chips. I think every time I go to the grocery store I have to get some. And then I needed more coconut oil. I use coconut oil to melt with my chocolates when I have them, either with fruit, or I'll actually show you my favorite snack right now. I'll make it after I go through this. So good. And then I got some baking things. So I got some vanilla, some cream cheese, some butter, and some graham crackers, because I'm gonna make Jordan a vanilla bean cheesecake this weekend, which is also, I have to go to the grocery because I don't have vanilla beans. Aldi didn't have them, so I need to go get actual vanilla beans, probably from like Whole Foods or something. But he got kind of like 2 promotions last week. The day that we were like driving home, like we get in the car and he's like kind of like on edge, or like, I don't know, and he was like, yeah, I kind of got like 2 promotions. They're like, we just were talking about it and we didn't have any time to celebrate this weekend because we were home, weddings and family stuff. So I wanted to make him a cheesecake this week. My intention was to do it earlier this week, but we were down bad. So this weekend I'm gonna make him a cheesecake, and I hope that it turns out well. Hope he likes it, but that's what's gonna happen there. And then I just got some eggs for the weekend for eating, for baking, and then milk, because I am a hoe for milk too. Lactose free, obviously. And then, oh, last thing, giving this a try, bone broth to drink. I only got 1 container for right now because I'm unsure, but I see a lot of people that are just drinking like bone broth in the afternoon, warming it up and then giving it some sips, and I'm like, well, don't knock it till you try it. It's got a good amount of protein in it. I think it's got a lot of collagen in it maybe too, which I love collagen. I have collagen every day, so I'm gonna give that a try. But I'm eating some strawberries. I get strawberries like every time too. So that's good for breakfast, but also for dessert at night with my chocolates. So that is what I got for the week. I think I got olive oil. You know, yeah, we just run out a lot of olive oil, but that is the groceries. So I'm gonna go put these away. I'll show you all my snack here in a moment. But other than that, we'll have a nice catch up when I'm like kind of a little bit less gross. So we'll talk about why I'm here and what's been going on and whatever. But I love a good grocery haul, so I thought we could start with that. But all right, I'm gonna go put this away and then we're gonna make a snack. Okay, so snack time. This is a good sweet one for after work when you're like, okay, I'm probably gonna eat dinner in a few minutes, but I need something sweet immediately. I take a rice cake, and I'm gonna prepare one for Jordan too, because he's about to get home, and if I'm eating something yummy like this, he's gonna want one too. But just like a plain rice cake is fine. And then put that on the side. You're also gonna wanna make sure your chocolate chips are melted. I like to use dark chocolate chunks for this. Since I'm making it for 2 of us, I'll just use the rest that was in here. And I'm gonna melt this for like 30 seconds with some coconut oil. I find that it just helps it get a little bit more liquidy and mixy. So I'm gonna go warm this up. Okay, and while that is warming up, the middle part to this is the marshmallow fluff. So you take your marshmallow fluff and you just spread as much as you want on that middle piece. Don't be afraid to get crazy with it. Marshmallow fluff, it's delish, not nutrish, but not everything you eat needs to be nutritious, healthy, whatever. I'm a big proponent of balance, and that's all I have to say about that right now. So, oh goodness, on the run. I'll give a little bit more to this one. So really all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spread the chocolate on top and then put it in the freezer for like 5 minutes so that it gets a little bit hard on top. Might sprinkle a little sea salt too, so I'm gonna get the chocolate. Okay, so chocolate is warmed up. And the bowl's kind of hot, so I'm gonna safety precaution here, and then pour it on in. Had to bust out the big guns, but I'm just gonna pour this on and then I will come back when it is on and my fingers are not burning. Okay, so here's what they're looking like before I put them in the freezer, but I'm just gonna put them in the freezer for a few, and then last finishing touch will be just a sprinkle of sea salt, because why not? So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer and then we'll eat them. Hi guys, figured we could chat for a little bit while I am sitting here in the car. I wanted to stop at the thrift store today. I haven't been thrifting in a long time because I want to do like a thrift flip today, just feeling like crafty. I want to just kind of use my sewing machine. I already have it out because I'd have my bridesmaid dress for a wedding coming up. I did that yesterday and then just left it out because I was like, some other things I want to do, and I was like, a thrift flip could be fun for today. But I'm at the thrift store. I thought it opened at 9:30, but it opens at 10. So I'm just sitting here. It's not 9. I'm not gonna wait here for 30 minutes. I got here at like 9:50, so I've got like 10 minutes just to kind of chill here, and I figured I could just kind of catch up while I chill before I go in, take a peek around, and just kind of catch up, since the start of this vlog was a bit chaotic with groceries and then my snack, and then you didn't see me for a few days. And yeah, so why am I making YouTube videos again? Really, honestly, because I just want to. Like, I was watching a few of my old ones, and I love having that as like a way to look back on that time of my life and where I was at and what I was like and what I was doing, and I just want to keep having that. I want to have that. I want to watch myself grow and evolve, and I feel like I'm entering a season of life that's just like going to keep changing, and things are going to keep happening, and I just want to be able to like have a kind of log of this part of my life before things really change. And you know, eventually down the line, maybe, you know, kids or whatever, and then it's like very different life. But right now, you know, just want to kind of stay in the moment as life continues to evolve around me. I mean, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I could be getting engaged soon. Now, I know Jordan's not gonna watch this, so it's fine, but he really has no time this summer to do it. So that's my only thing, is like, we could be looking into the fall, just because every weekend from now until like almost mid-August, I'm pretty much out of town, or we have like it booked essentially. So I'm not making it easy on him with time. And I had a lot of people like when I was in Portugal and posting pictures, like zoom in or like try to see if there was ring or anything, and I was like, yeah, that's valid, but I did tell him I didn't want it there in Portugal, so I knew it wasn't gonna happen there. I told him I didn't want it on either of our family vacations this year, just because I want it to be very much like more about him and me, and just a little bit more private and stuff. So I knew it wasn't gonna happen there, but I know a lot of people probably thought maybe it would have happened there. Valid. That would have been a great place for it to happen. I just knew for me that it would have been magical, it would have been amazing, but I just really wanted, like I said, the emphasis to be on him and me. So, but I do think it could happen, I don't know, in the next few months. So I definitely want to be like kind of on it with vids as I get into that era, hopefully, fingers crossed. No, we'll see. We shall see. I don't know. My sister made a comment the other day that made me kind of think, like, is something happening? I don't know, but I'm not going to ask any questions. I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise, so I'm not going to ask questions, but I am going to be on high alert. I am looking for those signs. I am also thinking, what's kind of different? What's he doing that he normally doesn't do? Those kinds of things. So that's where I'm at with that. And yeah, that could be something that's changing. Who knows when? But I also am just very much so itching for a bit more routine and a bit more kind of bringing it back to just like the things that I know and love and just make me feel really good, like my hobbies and like working out more consistently and things. I feel like my headspace has been a bit negative in terms of my body talk and all of that lately, which last week we like had been go trip, and then we came back and we went home for a wedding, and then we got back here and I was like sick as a dog all week last week. My voice I think is like almost back, but it's still a little but I like had this plan to like work out every day, and like I was gonna like get back into it and whatever, and like make all these meals, whatever. It didn't happen because I was just like down bad. I think that my body just does that after I've been go, haven't got a lot of rest or just like whatever, and then the minute that I'm like, okay, can breathe, it's like, you're sick now. You are going to be forced to rest now. So that's kind of what happened, which was probably good. It was probably good that I was forced to really rest the whole week, but I did a workout yesterday, and then I just did like a leg day this morning, and let me tell you, my legs were dying. I didn't think I was going to get through it. I thought my quad was going to give out, and I had only been like 3 sets in. I was like, oh my God, this is what happens when you have not done a real workout in over a month. Literally probably over a month. So it's going to take me some time, but I'm just trying to be gentle with myself. And also I saw, I forget who it was, Carly Weinstein maybe on TikTok, post something that I really loved the other day. And she was like, oh, I forget what it was, but it was something along the lines of like, you know, she works out, she like does her like workout classes and like does her things for her like health and wellness, but also like eats carbs and enjoys a good drink and whatever. And I just love that, because I feel like, especially right now, I think it's just because it's summer, so many people are just, which I'm very much to each their own. You know, I am consuming a lot less of that content, which I think is helping, but a lot of people are just constantly like, I lost this much weight, or like I'm only eating whole like these foods, I've cut out everything, or you know, and just like that kind of a vibe is just everywhere right now, which, like I said, I am all good with people doing whatever. It just, for me, personally is not my thing. I've realized that if I'm happier with a little bit more weight on my body, because that allows me to not say no to an ice cream or enjoy a nice pasta dish. We went out to dinner last night. I had such a delish meal, pasta, like we got a cocktail. Like if it allows me to do those things while also taking care of myself, I think it is really important that we are also taking care of ourselves, eating our vegetables, eating our protein, working out, moving our bodies. I really think that's important. So definitely need both, but the body that I can have that allows me to have that balance and do both those things is, I think, the body that I want to have. Now, are there days like this past week where I was like just being nasty to myself? Yes. But in general, I'm trying to be a bit more kind and realizing that your body is like one of the least interesting parts about yourself. Like if I have to restrict myself and just completely cut things out or work out like nonstop or, you know, every single day for a few hours or whatever to get a body that's like aesthetically great or like, you know, accurate to what folks are wanting these days, then that's just not my thing. I just can't do that. When I get home from work, I have a little bit in me. I do my movement, I do my walk, I do a little workout vid, whatever, but I also need to spend some time with Luna, and I love just chilling with her and just being one with her and myself too, having some time to cook or watch TV or whatever. So balance is key, and the body that gives me balance, a balance that I feel good about, but also a body that can carry me through life and all the things I want to do, is a body that I want to have. So I'm trying to maybe be a little bit healthier, like with breakfast, like ensuring I'm having protein, because I think that's where it's hard for me. I'm really bad at having protein at breakfast. So I'm trying to be better about that. And like during the day, I've been packing my lunches. I don't get them at work anymore. And I've been doing that since the beginning of this year. And so that's been helping me feel a bit better about during the day, but I'm also having a sweet treat at night. So yeah, just kind of trying to get back in a routine. And I think I just love filming. I love sharing my recipes. I love sharing what I'm going through, parts of my life. And I love having this just as like a record for myself to look back on, really more so than anything. So yeah, but I think, what time is it? I have a minute until I can get in there. Thanks for just keeping me company these 10 minutes. Really, it flew by. I was like pulled in and I was like, oh, 10 minutes, what am I gonna do? But you all kept me company, so thank you for that. Maybe if I find anything good, I'll have to show you when I get back out here. Because when I get in there, I'm zoned in. I'm not somebody who can like be on my phone. Like, I am locked in. I am looking at every rack. Like, I love the hunt. It's that instinct in me, that hunter-gatherer instinct. That's why I love TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I think, so much. I love the hunt. I love not knowing what I'm gonna find, and I love finding gems. And that's the goal. So I'll have to show you guys if I find anything, but I'm gonna go in, check it out, see if I can find anything to flip or anything that I just like. And then, yeah, I'll show you. But thank y'all for keeping me company. I will be back here shortly. Okay, as promised, here's a haul. Honestly, it was really good. I got everything I got for like 56 bucks. So I feel like it's really good for all the things I got. Really, really good day. So this skirt, like a loft skirt. I thought this was like perfect summer vibes. I loved like the white piping detail. And then I got just like a few basic tops just to go with really anything this summer. So like this white one, it's got kind of these knots on this sleeves, so I thought that was cute. And then this Abercrombie top, just like a plain white top, but perfect just to throw on with like jeans or denim or a skirt or anything really. And just like a gray tee. I love gray. Now, do I sweat through it? Yeah, but I think a nice gray tee just always looks really nice. Okay, and then I found this like romper. I feel like we're going to Florida a little bit later this summer, and I thought that would be perfect, like throw on over my swimmy, go to dinner, whatever. And then I've been really into denim, like all over my Pinterest board lately. So they had this denim Steve Madden dress. Now my only concern is that it's not gonna fit. But we'll see. We will see what happens. And then if not, maybe that'll be my thrift flip that I like turn into like a top or a skirt or something. We'll see. And then I got this skirt. This is also a loft one. Thought that would be easy to throw on for like really any occasion. And then I got this kind of like knitish material skirt. It's like little like see-through-ish, that vibe, like mesh key I feel like vibe. And I thought that'd be really cute for vacay as well with like, I'm honestly thinking with like this top would be cute. And then lastly, I got this dress. It's like, okay, so this is like the top, and then it's just like kind of a midi length. Material's really nice and cotton material, but yeah, I really was digging the vibe. It fits my Pinterest board summer vibe right now, which is really kind of my goal. Like when I go into looking, I'm like, okay, what kind of fits my vibe? Not just like, oh, that's cute. I really like for them to like go together, and I feel like that palette goes together. Like I feel like I shop in like a palette kind of sense. And then yeah, but that is my thrift haul for the day. I'm gonna go home now and do some sewing, and well, actually I do have to stop at Whole Foods to get some vanilla beans because nowhere else has actual beans that I need for Jordan's cheesecake, so I have to do that first. But then I'm gonna head home, so I will chat with you all in a bit. Hi guys, it's been a few days. What is it, Tuesday now? So yesterday it was just the longest day ever. Literally didn't get home from work till later, and then by the time I walked Luna, made dinner, I went up and walked. Oh my god, I have chocolate on my face for my snack. But anyway, I like was just exhausted, and then it was Love Island time, so I was sucked in. And let me tell you, this season has been whack. There are some people that I'm like, why are you making the choices you're making? Why are you acting like that? Like we are not adult people that can have grace and understanding. I don't know. Also, look at the freckles right now. I don't feel like my freckles have been this poppin' in a while. I don't know if I just have a lot of discoloration on my face, whatever. I don't know. But I definitely feel a bit spotty right now. Maybe it's my pores. I don't know. But I just did my walk on the treadmill, and while I did that, so today is like a arm and ab kind of a day that I've planned for this week. So I did my arms while I was walking. I got these little arm or wrist weights. You've probably seen the Bala ones everywhere. These are just from TJ Maxx. Got them a while back just because I was like, you know, maybe I'll try and use them. And I've been enjoying when I've like been in a routine, so hasn't happened in a while, since before Portugal literally. But I was really enjoying when I would do like a walk on the treadmill. I was walking pretty much every day, but a few days a week I would bring those weights up and just walk with my weights on my wrists, and that was just really nice. So I decided to do that today for my arm workout. I did some like just kind of like Pilates inspired movements, and then walked for like 45, and then now I'm gonna do an ab workout, so I figured we could do the ab workout together. Not gonna do anything too wild, too crazy, but I'll go ahead and film it, pop up what I'm gonna do, how many sets and whatever. And then, yeah, you'll have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you up, and then we'll get started.
Had me in your possession, had you swimming inside my affection, but with you I came second, so I cut off the connection. And now you're calling me, holding your heart there inside your hands. You say I'm where you wanna be, but you're out of chances. No, you don't get to come back.
Okay, so we are showered. We are feeling clean and refreshed and ready to do skincare. So I figured we could end the vlog on a little bit of evening skincare for the night and round out our Tuesday with that before I go make dinner, and then plop myself down on the couch for the foreseeable future because Love Island is on tonight and it's gonna get saucy. It's gonna get saucy, so let's go ahead and get into skincare. Okay, so I know it's controversial, but I do wash my face at night when I shower. I use Panoxyl all over my body, my face, and that's what I wash my face with But if I have a little bit of makeup, a little bit of leftover mascara, or just like a lot of, if I've like gone full on, I've been loving this Prequel. What is it called? Pre-cleanse. I don't even know if I knew what it was called. It's got like a G, I swear. Pre-cleanse cleansing oil? I don't know, but it is what I use first. So you rub the oil all over and then you get some water on your hands and you just kind of rub the water in, and that really just melts off your makeup. And I have such sensitive skin. It does not freak my skin out at all. My girl Whitney Simmons, she recommended it. Get it at Target, and I said I have to try this. She's got sensitive skin, I've got sensitive skin, and guess what? My eyes don't burn, my face doesn't burn. It's amazing. So I used a little bit of that just now to get some leftover mascara off of my eyes, but now we're ready to get into it. So I like to start with my Paula's Choice BHA Liquid Exfoliant Toner. All I do is literally just like throw a splash in my hand and then pat it in. I don't know when, but a few years ago I saw online that patting your face stimulates collagen production. That could be so wrong, but that's how I just like do my skincare now. I just pat it in, whack my face. But you know, I'm big on collagen. I have collagen every morning. I love it. I'm starting my bone broth, as you saw. I had it for the first time yesterday. I mean, it's not like spectacular, but it was actually fine. Like, it was drinkable. I made it while I was making dinner, so I just could sip on it while I was over there cooking, and I thought that was perfect. So I'm gonna do that again today. Warm some up, have it while I'm making dinner. But that's number one. Now number two. So this one is a more recent addition, the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. My girl Shelby on TikTok, I think her name's Shelby Ann on there. My fave like skincare makeup influencer right now. Like, I swear by anything she does. I'm like, yeah, she's a guru. She knows what she's talking about. I mean, you should see her skin if you have not. And her makeup is flawless. But she's used this and I really like it. And it's pretty affordable from Ulta too. So it's a hydrating milky toner. And I've been loving how it feels on my face. So I do very similar like I did with the last one. I just put a little bit in my hand and then we just go to town, smacking that shit around. We just smack it around, get it in there. So yeah, but Love Island tonight, I don't know if y'all are watching, but Huda and Jeremiah, at first, oh God. At first, after the recoupling on Sunday, after the votes, I felt a little bit bad that I put Jeremiah with Iris and I contributed to that. I did for a second, but at last night's episode, I just think that girl maybe just needs just to talk to somebody to work out some things. There's definitely some trust issues, I'm not gonna diagnose her or whatever, but I hope for the best for her. I feel like maybe for her mental sake, not being recoupled tonight and being sent home might be the best case for her, because she just doesn't seem like she's really doing too well in the villa right now. And it's just hard. Like, it's hard to watch when you see somebody, you're really not doing okay, and can't imagine how much she misses her daughter or whatever. So yeah, I'm hoping tonight that that's how things go, just because I think that'll probably help her out a little bit to just be back in her own space, be with her daughter. But yeah, other than that, I mean, Hannah freaking out about Charlie and then literally 10 minutes later, like, being okay talking to Pepe. I mean, I'm here for it, girl. I'd love that if Charlie was on Casa more. Okay, but next I use 10% benzoyl peroxide gel. If you're an acne prone girly pop like me, this is wonderful. I definitely think that it helps keep any spots or things at bay. I use it on my face. I also use it if you're like somebody who breaks out like on your chest too sometimes, especially like I feel like in the summer when I'm wearing a lot of sunscreen, it can like really aggravate my skin. So this kind of helps keep it at bay. So I do that. And then next, might be controversial, I love the snail mucin. That was like so popular. I think back in 2020 maybe. This was when it like really got its hype, and I love it. I don't know. I feel like my skin really loves it too, but I take a good bit and then I just kind of like pat it in. Not as aggressively because this one's a little sticky, so I just kind of like to make sure it sticks in there. But I think it really helps keep my skin feeling very moisturized and like glassy looking after I do my skincare. So don't knock it till you try it. I'm being for real. Just don't knock it till you try it. Okay, and then for my moisturizer, I love my La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer. I use the one without SPF at night, and I just love to dab it kind of all over, get it nice and covering my face, my neck, my chest, just kind of the places that need a little bit of moisture to keep the skin feeling nice and not dry and crusty. So then after that, one more product, and this one is also a new one. Well, newer, I should say. I've been using it for about a month and a half, almost 2 months now, I guess. The Bioma Barrier Repair Eye Cream. I had stopped using an eye cream for a while because the one that I was using was making my eyes just burn. So I stopped with eye creams for a bit. I branched back out with this one. I had high hopes and it actually has been lovely. So I just do a pump on my finger and then I kind of divide it up between my other ring finger, and then I go in and it says on the directions to kind of just gently like rub it around first, get it all around, and then pat it in once you've kind of spread the product. So then I go in with my ring fingers and pat it in. But yeah, no, as a sensitive skin girly, I have not had any trouble with it quite yet. I do notice that really with any skincare product, if I don't kind of make sure that my face is like dry in between, then sometimes it makes my skin burn. But for the most part, very good routine. And look at that. I feel like my skin just looks so hydrated, nice and glowy and dewy. Like it's got a little bit of tackiness, which I love. So yeah, that is my evening skincare routine at the moment. I'll go ahead and link all those products in the description box so that you can have easy access if you want to use any of them. Highly recommend. I'm not somebody who will spend like $100 on a cream or whatever, so everything I would say is pretty affordable. Most expensive thing would be the Paula's Choice BHA liquid exfoliant. However, I will say that it lasts me so long. Like it lasts me probably at least a year. So once you buy it, it lasts a long time, and I use it 2 times a day. So I use it at morning and night. And honestly, I like run out not often. So I would say it's worth it. But that's probably the priciest one that I have, which is like, I think it's like $35. So yeah, I know that there are some like influencers and things online that will use these like products that are like $60, $70, $80, $90 for like a 1 ounce bottle, and they're like drizzling their face, like covering it. And I'm like, how long does that last you? Sure, they're probably getting sent them, but for the girlies looking for a little bit of more affordable skincare, everything that I have can either be bought at Target, Ulta, probably Sephora. I don't really do skincare at Sephora. I don't know what it is for me. Sephora is makeup, Ulta is skincare. That's just kind of how I see it in my head. I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for joining me for this first vlog back. Like I said, it's kind of just my way to record life right now, record where I'm at, have this as a memory to look back on, but also as a way for anyone watching to have someone maybe to relate to who is just working a full-time job, living life, trying to continue to take care of themselves while also enjoying life and not being too strict, and being okay with not having, you know, a flat stomach or washboard abs or just super perfect arms or whatever. Like I'm a normal gal and I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to be happy and healthy and just enjoy my time here and enjoy this season that I am in. So hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Remember, you're amazing, you matter, and you are loved. and I will talk to you again very, very soon.